human development cannot be forgotten. Capitalist society will grow only if there are quality human resources are available.
So thanks Asset to invite me to this wonderful event. Very well participated, very good speakers, wide range of topics, especially the bond market. There is a long way to go for our Indian bond market, but the seeds are sown. We look at a much more matured market from here on. Good that I participated here. Thank you.
I think insurance companies will play a much bigger role than mutual funds. Mutual funds are playing with volume, but they are the guys who are on the shorter end of the curve. Insurance companies can really do the longer end of the curve. They will have to play a much more important role. Thank you to the Asset team for coming here and doing this event. The second time they're doing it in 2 years running. I hope this becomes a habit and you do it for the next 20 years. Potentially also do it twice a year. But very, very, very useful. It is a step in the right direction to creating the capital markets on the credit side in India. Again, having Daryl's questions on the panel are very interesting. So wonderful. Thanks a lot to everyone for having this, and hope we do it twice a year now.
We as the kind of business that we are in insurance, we have liability which is typically long-term in nature. And we are always looking out for opportunities for investment, specifically in infrastructure, given our investment mandate.
The headlines were the rupee tumbling, but at the end of the day, or all practical purposes, the overvaluation was getting readjusted.
So as a corporate, it was not about having that ESG or a green tick box, but rather to do something, or finance also involving in the overall ESG strategy.
The quantum that is available is significantly higher compared to domestic markets. So therefore, availability and rating levels, it allows everyone to tap the market.
We must admit that today we live in an integrated world, and the headwinds and tailwinds which comes from the external neighbors or external countries are bound to impact.
India is going to get a GDP within a generation, say 30 years, plus half the life of the following generation, in the order of 70 to 90 trillion.
Yeah, the Asset 25 organized a very fantastic event today and really enjoyed. The level of speakers was all top quality, and the subjects on infrastructure financing was one of its kind. I really thank all the organizers as Asset 25 to invite me and make this event a very successful event. Thank you so much.
I think one of the main and the most important significant developments that happened was the GIFT City. It's as we all know, it's India's first operational smart city.
The good news is that we have an active spot market now. The spot market provides you opportunity that you will be able to sell all the power you generate even if you don't have a contract.
Yeah, this was a very well organized event. I was looking forward to the conversations here. The gamut of speakers across the value chain was tremendous, and I was able to get a lot of insights on the opportunities, challenges, and specific items which we need to focus on.
I think the growth has been in terms of the incremental spends from 1 trillion rupees to about 11 trillion rupees, which is roughly about $140 billion. So we've seen an exponential jump in India's infra spends.
For fundraising strategy, I'll just echo with Anupam. We have also kept it very simple because for very recently when we were in the market to raise $1 billion, we had option either we go to external currency borrowings or we go to domestic market.
First of all, thank you very much for inviting for this session. I think today's entire event was very well organized. It was conducted in very smooth manner, and the topic selected was extremely good, relevant to the core infrastructure sector of India, and we all participants participated and enjoyed this discussion. Thank you very much.
there is a need for customized, innovative solutions, as you call it as well. And we have been involved in quite a few innovative, as you would call it, structured transactions over the past few years.
There is a sense of comfort environment in which investors and borrowers operate as of now in India, and that will have to change in future to achieve the needs that we have in India.
Thank you to the Asset for inviting me, along with the Adani Group, who had sent us a special invitation. It was a fantastic program, one which had very interesting topics on the infra side, on the renewable space, different speakers, some from the industry, some from the financial markets, some from the legal fraternity, to understand the global perspective. It was quite interesting, and of course a great place to meet various clients, especially bankers, networking side. I think it was a well organized program, and I'm looking forward for the cocktails after this, as well as the networking session that would take place. Thank you.